Yo, real quick before we start. This is the Casual Nerds Podcast. We're two regular guys with big opinions, questionable research, and jokes that occasionally cross a line. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're just here to have a good time. So kick back, relax, and remember, if you take us too seriously, that's on you, nerd.
Still gets me every time.
Occasionally crosses the line. All right, real quick, let's do a clappity clap.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Cool. So yeah, Comic-Con is creeping up. So I want to make us some necklaces to wear.
Ooh, that's
I gotta make
right.
necklaces to wear for us that actually take people to the website. Just
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna do that.
Little NFC tapper.
Little NFC tappers.
Tappity tap.
And then
We gotta come up with like a line for that, like tap my booty. Not that, but
yeah.
tap my thing. Just tap it on my thing right here.
Yo, tap my thing right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and I got to do the things for the microphones.
Things for the microphone. Oh, yeah.
What are those called?
I forget.
Yeah,
flags.
Yeah.
Flags.
Mic flags. Figured because I have the little microphone thing, so mic flag.
That'll be fire.
Dope on that. So
yeah, because we have that new wireless joint.
Yep, got the wireless microphones, and
with
I got
the cool little stand and shit that you made for it.
Yep.
Very nice.
Very nice. Cut costs.
We'll be looking real pro out there.
I know. No mic. I know. No cables. No cables this time.
You should build one of those camera rig things that the people be wearing with, with the vest. They got the big old arm hanging for stabilization and shit, just to make it look even more official. Be like, oh shit, who are these guys?
Oh no, we're just using the phone.
We're just a cool podcast, man.
Yeah, we're just podcasters.
Just tap my thing right there. You'll find out.
This doesn't even work.
It just looks real cool.
It's just for I'm cosplaying as
a podcaster,
as a real cameraman.
That's great.
Yeah. So I got those are on the top of my mind, and now it's creeping up. I got to make some costumes for
Really
Xander. It's really just Xander. I got to buy some glow in the dark TPU filament. That's the softer filament. Because he wants to be Steve from the movie. So I found some glow in the dark soft filament
from the movie
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Okay.
Yeah, he wears this diamond armor, and I was gonna make it all hard plastic, but I figured, the soft stuff, it'll probably be easier for him to wear, maneuver, and shit.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah,
soft plastic.
Yeah. Yep, TPU plastic. Bro, I want to do so much shit once I can afford it, bro. I want to make some slides. I found the perfect filament to make some slides.
What?
Some sneakers. I want to make all kind of shit.
Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah, it's crazy shit. But yeah, so once I feel like once I get this room ready, I'm gonna start making some content for that stuff. Because in all honesty, once that channel starts popping, I get, get a little bit of a following.
Uh-huh.
Send me printers to test out. They'll send me filament to make shit. Like that's they'll cover some of that cost all day.
Hells yeah.
All day.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do some shit with Twitch and going live. We need to go live on TikTok as well. I mean, it doesn't have to be you, but for the insensitive culture as a whole,
we got enough followers for that.
For live, yeah. We can go live on TikTok. I don't have anybody to talk to, and I feel weird going live by my damn self.
Go live by yourself.
Yeah. It'll probably be like a separate show, but only on TikTok. Lot,
I like that.
and shit. It'll be dope. It'll be dope. I was thinking
Y'all
nerd.
into that? Y'all into that TikTok live shit? What do y'all think out there?
Everybody's into it. You can hate it all you want, but everybody's into it. Word. So anyway,
Fire. Gotta
anywho,
meet the people where they at. We gotta meet them.
got to meet them where they at. Got to give them more of an opportunity to come and watch the show where where everything is. Like you bring it, send them to
They
YouTube.
already are.
Yeah, send them to YouTube and just expand everything, And a lot of people are on TikTok, bro. A lot of people, and it's easy to gain followers that
No.
way. But
I heard
just
TikTok was dead.
it was, and then your favorite guy in the world brought it back to life.
Bring it back.
Yeah,
He said it's a national security thing. We need it.
yeah. It's a
Somehow
it
TikTok
was a
protects
national.
us from nuclear war.
It was
what
a
I
national
believe.
security thing, and now it's the fact that it's a national security thing that's keeping it
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, it was a national security reason to get rid of it, and now it's a national security reason to keep it.
It all makes sense.
That totally is.
I get that.
That's
Yup.
not bogus at all. Has nothing to do with popularity.
Hey, if it allows for TikTok to be around so that more pregnant ladies break their back doing the Nicki Minaj challenge, like that's what we are here for.
I mean, we're not gonna complain that much. We're just gonna talk a little bit of shit.
Just a little bit. Just a little
bit. But we'll enjoy it while it's there,
That's what I was doing earlier.
Who am I?
I was explaining to Jillian what the Nicki Minaj challenge is because she read a headline. She doesn't do socials. So she read a headline that a woman who gave birth a week ago was doing the Nicki Minaj challenge. Somehow fell off of the thing she was trying to balance on and broke her spine.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Yeah. And these have come across my.
And what exactly is the Nicki Minaj challenge?
It's some wild ass shit where women are balancing on heels. Well, no, they on one leg on heels.
One-legged heel thing.
Yes. And so now you know how it starts one way.
I seen somebody doing that it was not on TikTok, it was on Instagram.
Yeah, of course.
And it wasn't, but it wasn't a copied, like posted from, it didn't have like the TikTok
everything
thing. It was literally just somebody
posted on Reels, they posted on TikTok, like it's all the same shit, but it starts on TikTok, and then these people are just like, well, I'm just gonna post it on all my socials.
Right.
So yeah. But it's
I seen it on. That's where I seen somebody do it, and it was like a news person that I follow, like a news anchor, and I was like, "What the fuck is she doing?"
Because
like,
that's
okay, that's cool.
Now.
Like I was more like impressive, awesome. Like, and I didn't see anything hashtagged or anything that made me feel like it was a trend, and I haven't seen anyone else do it either. Because again, I'm not really very social lately.
The only real thing that ties it is the fact that it's to a Nicki Minaj song. Like they play a Nicki Minaj song.
I don't watch social media with the music on. Everything is muted when I'm on social media.
Yeah, just in case.
Especially TikTok, because I feel like everyone knows you're on TikTok. When they hear certain songs, they're like, what are you doing? You're on TikTok? Well, TikTok is always on mute.
That's gonna be a conversation once we get started anyway, because it's like so anyway, so like with that challenge, it starts off one thing, and then people are just like, well, I gotta up that. So I've seen people balancing on, like, women balancing on 2 nail polish things, and like getting crazy, and I'm like, yo, I'm just, their ankle's gonna pop when they slip off from under that. Like it's and so anyway, a lot, and some people are smart and they do like obvious green screen.
Yeah.
But
that's ballsy.
Yeah, It's wild. It's very
That's
wild.
ballsy. I mean, doing it in general is ballsy because Jesus Christ, freaking high-heeled shoes are. I don't even know how women use them in general, just to walk,
Yeah,
much
exactly.
less to stand still on one foot, and much less to do it crouched on perched on some object. Yeah. And then you're going to add and add and add. Just be an acrobat. Join the
I
Cirque du
know.
Soleil.
The one I saw, the craziest one I saw is a woman was surfing, doing that
With high heels on.
with high heels on. She's surfing, just balancing, and just like
And that was not green screened?
that was not green screen. No.
I really is interested how you come across all these popular things.
Yo, shit just comes across like that. It literally just came across my thing, and now it's just constantly because I sometimes like when you come across this, you're like, what the fuck is this person doing?
I get how the algorithm works. Like once it comes across and you spend enough time on it, it will surface that more.
And
I'm
like,
none of those things ever show up on at least on my TikTok. And I don't spend enough time in Instagram, as we talked about the other day, where I literally thought that the DM icon was still an envelope. I think I've shared that story 5 times this week already. And everyone laughs at me every time. Like, bro, you know how long it's been since the icon was an envelope or a paper airplane, whatever the fuck?
Yep.
You're wild. I don't know. And then I did have one person that was like, really? And they pulled out their phone and they showed me their IG and it was a paper airplane up there. And I was like, oh, you see? And he was like, yeah, but I don't update my shit ever. I'm also never on Instagram. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know then. And I opened my phone and it was definitely a chat bubble. And I was like, yeah. Nah, bro, you're in a different group on Instagram, Facebook, Meta, whatever the fuck. They got you in the over 50 club or something.
But the anyway, we'll get into that because that's a conversation for us later, because just how like that's a trend. You said what you came across was like some news person doing it, like has nothing to do. It's almost like that's something that everyone has to do, right? They have to cater to this. So
if you're I mean, this is like, a news anchor with thousands of followers, right? And so I guess it's one of those things, right? Once you reach a certain follower and you're an influencer of some sort, no matter what the industry or genre is, it's like you got to keep those up. And the only way to do that oftentimes is to just jump on a bunch of these trends and see which one is the one that interests you and you could actually do it. Because I'm sure I haven't seen this same news lady do any, wild dances or dance trends or booty popping trends.
That's popular for that shit.
The who?
That one weatherman. That one he's a white dude and he has like the fitted suit, and that's all he does is do like popular TikTok dances.
Popular TikTok trends.
Yeah, but he has like hundreds of thousands of followers, if not
exactly. And that just increases his followers.
Right. So
he's doing the popular thing.
Because he's doing the popular thing. All right, man. Let's get this show on the road, right? We clapped in, got everything.
Oh, we're recording today?
I don't know if we are.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm down to do a show if you are.
Yeah. I think yep, Leo's there, so we're ready to start.
There we go.
I think that's Leo. It's either Leo or Danny, but they're there.
Somebody on Twitchy.
Thanks, guys. All right.
And here we go.
Did these guys do any research?
Who the hell do they think they are? Welcome to Casual Nerds.
Guys, welcome to episode 264 of Casual Nerds. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy on the other end. Check us out, homie. Oh, wrong one. No, I'm pressing. There we go.
Whoa.
All the wrong ones. Check us out, homie.
Check us out, homie.
Check us out, homie. I'm gonna have to automate that. Yeah. you know what it is? I think still Blazers is throwing me off. There's always a third one, and then I hit it's normally in the it wasn't there anymore. It's not there
It's
anymore.
only been 15 episodes since he's been gone.
Yeah, something like that. Right?
It'll take a while after
It'll
doing
take-
230.
Yeah, it'll take a few years. Let's see. Yeah, you know, since we're on, you know that Danny hates our intro song.
Oh, hold on. Shot fired?
Shots fired. Shots
And
fired. He's not a fan. He's not a fan.
of the music or the shortness
The music,
of it, or
music.
oh, well, that's unfortunate, Danny.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
My
cool.
brother.
I mean, it's not the coolest one we've had, but you know, it's to the point.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I thought so
enjoy
too.
it.
I was
I
like,
think
all
it's
right, well, this
cool.
sounds kind of upbeat, real quick, 15 seconds, nothing too crazy.
I mean, it'll never match, I don't even want to play anymore before we
No,
get smacked. But
I want that one to be.
yeah, that would be nice to
I don't
be able to claim
so.
those rights.
Right. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but if he becomes if Dave comes back and becomes a major part of the show again, as he was before, we will do all that we
We're gonna make
can
it
to
happen.
try to figure out how we can get that song back.
Ame la ciencia.
Yep. We'll figure that out. But until then, it's gonna be the clicks, Danny. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
My favorite part is the guitar at the end.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that's Danny's favorite part too.
No, but see, that's not in the 15 second part. That's in the
Oh yeah, that's in the at the
main
end.
thing at
That's
the end.
The outro.
Yeah.
Anywho, what's
It's
up, people?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what's up? To episode 264 episodes doing this thing. All right. So any
Tango.
business last week before we jump into some Hollywood news?
Any business last week?
Yeah, I said anything.
Oh,
Yeah, I know you said the kids started school and all that. So that
yeah. Kids started school. That's been going good. They already got me sick. That's part of the plan, apparently.
Happens every time.
That's what you pay for. But yeah, no, that's good. Daughter celebrated her 3rd birthday this past
Happy
weekend.
birthday.
Today is her actual birthday that we're recording, and
Of course.
yeah,
Okay.
shout outs to her. Doing good, growing well, super healthy, very excited. And we shot a heads up, casual nerd listeners. Not recording next week. I will be traveling. I'm headed into my final summer holiday break. Super hyped for this weekend. This weekend going to Puerto Rico.
Nice. You watching Bad Bunny?
I am going to the Bad Bunny Residencia.
That's
and,
nice.
Very excited for that.
I would be too.
I waited our turn. I don't live on the island, so I didn't try to cop early tickets. I let the locals do their thing in the month of July, and I tried to get some early time. It's also my wife's birthday this weekend, so we're celebrating that in
Nice.
in San Juan at the Choli.
Yeah, nice. That sounds amazing. I was supposed to go to San Juan next month, but that's not happening. Just couldn't make it happen as per usual, but that's all right. We'll get that going. Eventually I'll make it to PR.
No doubt.
I'm a fake ass Rican.
You know, you gotta that's the best type of Rican to be, is to be a fake Rican.
You know what? But at least with being born and raised here in upstate New York,
Yeah.
I'm not a no sabo Rican.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so I take more
You can
pride.
hold your own.
I can hold my own, and I feel way better than the no sabo Ricans that have gone to the island. Because
Word. That's I will say that one of my, and I probably mentioned this on the show previously, because 265 episodes, it's hard to remember everything you said, but
sure,
one of my favorite things, because I'm not a no sabo in Puerto Rican. However, I've never felt my Spanish was like proper enough or good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough to talk to my parents and my friends and like crack jokes, but not really to have conversations and shit. And then especially like when I went to college, like I met all these South Americans and whatnot, and they would make fun of your Puerto Rican broken Spanish for many
Sure.
reasons. And then I went to Puerto Rico for a work trip, and I was nervous as fuck because the whole reason I was going was because I was the Spanish speaker, right?
You needed to translate some
I
shit.
needed to translate, right? I needed to present in Spanish. So not only did I have to like get nervous about my regular Spanish, but I had to learn like technical language words that are not standard conversational Spanish.
Yeah. That makes me nervous.
And turns out they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
As
Usually.
soon as I sat down in the meeting, they were the ones that were talking Spanglish to me. Like Spanglish is almost the national language of Puerto Rico. I feel like,
Sure.
there's some folks for sure that
yeah.
are like very proper with their shit, but for the most part, even though like you could be watching the nightly news and they will drop Spanglish on you, like it'll be and it was like in this cup or dame un break, and like they say shit all the time that's like regular English with a Spanish accent, and that shit makes it so much more comfortable that basically as I was going through my speech, I'm over here like, okay, so any word that I stumble upon that I don't know how to say it in Spanish, I'll just say it in English with a Spanish accent and they'll know what I'm saying. Right. And they did. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm good. I could spend my life in Puerto Rico now.
Yeah.
My new favorite Spanish speaking country.
Puerto Ricans are not what I'm worried about. I'll go to Puerto Rico and I'll be fine. It's usually if I'm doing customer support with people from another country, like,
Oh,
Mexican,
yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
It always feels tough, but I get through it. And I think once I'm too much in my head about it, then I start to stumble on my words. But when I don't care and I just speak naturally, they go, tú eres puertorriqueño, ¿verdad? And see, okay. And then they just understand that our English sucks.
Yeah.
So it's not
We
as
have different type of Spanish.
Yeah, I go, ¿cómo se dice? And then they'll say the words, exactamente.
Yeah, you know what I was trying to say. You know what I was trying to say this whole time.
Right.
Anyway, shout out to Leo's son, turns 3 in November.
Yes. Shout out to his son.
Scorpios, we the best.
Virgos, man. I have to.
Virgo season coming up.
Virgo season is coming up. I have no
I know way
plans.
too many Virgos. Good and bad,
Yeah.
There's a lot of motherfuckers born in September.
There are, yeah. I always wondered, is it true though? Because like the Virgos I know kind of act differently than I do. But like me and Swerve, I feel like we're mad different as far as like our temperament, behavior, like all that shit.
Yeah.
But who knows? But anyway, yeah. So Virgo season is coming up soon. I got to get past these kids' birthdays. My daughter's birthday is coming up.
That's right.
Soonish. Tomorrow, Violet. I got my 5-year-old. We have her. We got to take her to the school so she could see her class, and then we got to take her on a bus ride so she knows
Gets
how
all comfortable with that.
Bus, and get all comfortable. She got her brother to take her on the bus ride though, so I'm not too worried about it. But we got to do all that tomorrow. Cool. I'm back around, and then wifey's gonna have some longer days for herself.
Yeah,
with more time,
right?
Stuff. Yeah.
Get them kids out of there.
I'll be at work, so it's not like anything I'm gonna benefit from. But anyway, yeah, let's get into some news. Blazer's coming. He will be on the show sometime next month. He's gonna be in town and he will be on the show. So I'll make sure he has some questions so we can revisit the questions segment.
Ooh, questions.
Yeah, we just ain't got. We were just talking
not
about
cool
how
enough
we
for that
don't
shit.
have enough time for
Yeah.
for a lot of things. So it's all good. August 22nd. Oh, nice. She's
Well, that's
Leo.
coming up. I hope you're doing something good for her, Leo.
Yep. Leo, yeah, I'm gonna get you back on because we're gonna have Leo guest on a show some point soon. We just got to get him a mic and everything. So,
Yes,
all right. So, what do we have to talk about? I don't have anything too crazy. All right. So, Spider-Man has been filming.
Yo, that is the weirdest shit. Sorry.
No.
You literally said Spider-Man, and a push notification showed up across my screen from YouTube that says Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yes.
That is weird.
Well, Spider-Man Brand New Day, for sure, has been filming. And if you are not trying to get things spoiled in any way, stay the hell away from movie sites because no one gives a fuck about it. Everyone is filming these scenes. I feel like it's fine. Only because I know that like the real secret stuff will not be filmed in front of,
Right.
a ton of people. The Punisher is also being filmed right now. So we're getting a lot of behind the scenes looks, at them filming in New York City. So just be careful when it comes to that. But from the things that I've seen, it's exciting. The suit looks good.
I'm into it.
My guy Tom Holland is doing all his stunts. I'm seeing it's just so interesting watching how certain scenes and how certain things are being made.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of cool. You could see like him swinging from a tower thing. I know the real word for it, but I'm forgetting right now.
Crane?
So I don't think it was a crane. It was like a frame.
Yeah, it was moving, wasn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause it was like he was like above a tank.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the Punisher's in that tank.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Did they confirm that Mr. Negative is the
That's
or
another
is
thing.
that just a rumor?
I saw a post, and I got to remember where I saw it from because I didn't write it down. But I saw like the confirmed villains. As I see that, I see a video saying Spider-Man theory on what's going on. I saw someone they posted up the confirmed villains for Spider-Man from a credible source.
Okay.
I was like, I hadn't heard any of these. And I believe one of them was supposed to be Mr. Negative. So if you give me a moment, I can figure it out. But
it could be the same list that I saw referenced, which is why I even know that Mr. Negative's name is associated.
sure.
Because I obviously, as a casual nerd, I feel like I've only seen Mr. Negative one time or something.
Yeah.
But
I don't think we've ever seen him in live action, obviously.
and then of course, the other rumor about the Hulk, right? So I think
That's been a rumor for a while.
Yeah, that's been a rumor for a while. Let's see. Hulk, Punisher, Scorpion. That was the other one.
Yeah.
Scorpion and Mr. Negative and Hulk were the three that I saw.
Yeah, Danny says, I'm thinking Frank is hunting Hulk and Spidey is trying to be Spidey about it. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also heard that there's like a specific reason why because it's Savage Hulk. It's not Professor Hulk. And there's a specific reason as to why he savages out again, which, I've heard rumors, I've heard comics that it could be referencing and stuff like that. But I took that part out of my brain just because I want to be as surprised about this movie as possible when I go to watch it. But I agree with Danny. He says this is going to be the best Spider-Man yet, and I completely agree with that, because before, the way Spider-Man entered the MCU, it was always in a group setting. It always was a mentor situation. They just kind of threw him into the mix with all of these other characters, and he's never really had an opportunity to be Spider-Man. He was always just, I guess, brought into something else, like something bigger than what it was. So now we get to see him be Spider-Man, just fighting crime.
Your friendly neighborhood.
Yeah, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And yes, the suit is on point. Suit looks fire. It looks like a nod to the old
The
comics.
Toby shit, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, sort of like the Toby shit. Anyway,
I'm into it.
not
I'm
finding it.
excited.
I'm
That's
excited.
what, a 27 movie or 26?
26. It's coming
shit.
out. It's coming out July of next year, and then Doomsday is coming out in December.
December, yeah.
Yep. So I'm really excited for that. I think it's gonna be dope. Danny saying anchor being what? Like, what do you mean? Like Spider-Man?
Like Spidey? Maybe?
Possibly. I would assume so. But we'll see. That's why I'm trying not to be spoiled, man.
Franklin, I think, is an anchor being.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can't wait to.
I
Whatever.
don't know why. I guess just it's got power.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Just I can't. This movie cannot come fast enough. I also kind of, I don't have any notes on it, but I thought it was kind of strange. We haven't gotten the ending to the Spider-Verse, which is what, Beyond the Spider-Verse.
I think so. Yeah.
Beyond the Spider-Verse is the next one. We haven't gotten that one, but they announced that that they're doing a Spider-Punk spinoff. And I'm like, okay,
Interesting.
Give us Beyond the Spider-Verse first.
Yeah.
They're getting into the
Because it got delayed, right? It was supposed to have been out already.
It was supposed to have been out like last year, the year before. It kept getting pushed back until they said, "Oh, it's shelved indefinitely." And it's like, what?
Wait, for real? That's the latest? Damn, I didn't realize.
That was. I'm hoping it got a date now, but they said indefinitely for a while. Beyond the Spider-Verse. Now it's saying 2027. So So I'm happy that they're doing that. June of 2027. For a little while there, though, it was
That's
indefinite.
a long time from now. Jesus Christ.
I know. 2 more years.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was supposed to drop the year after the last one.
At CinemaCon, it was confirmed that it was going to hit theaters June 4th, 27. Jeez.
Yes. Daniel.
And then more recently, it got shifted even later. June 25th, 2027.
Which one?
June 25th, 27 is the most recent announcement.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. And that left that was on a cliffhanger. We were supposed to get that the very next year. I thought they were both made around the same time.
I hope ChatGPT is wrong here. Sony's producers say the delay is not about the film itself, but about ensuring top-tier IMAX exposure.
I believe
that's why they keep pushing it back. It's not because they have problems with the movie, but because they want to make the most amount of money.
I believe it, because I could have sworn that both movies were animated at the same time, right? Probably a little bit, a little bit behind on Beyond the Spider-Verse. And I could have sworn that they did all of the audio recordings
I
ahead
could
of
have swore that too. Yeah.
because it was scheduled to come out back to back, 1 year after the previous. And now it's been what? It's been a few years now. Spider-Man.
At least, yeah. I mean, I think it was 22 or 23.
Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
So it's been 2 years. We're gonna get another 2 years. So now it went from being a movie that comes out back to back within a year to a 4-year gap.
Not digging that.
I mean,
digging that.
The first into the Spider-Verse came out in 2018, so it's on par. It's a 5-year gap. So they're just not worried about it. They don't care. And that tracks for Sony. Sony just wants to make money. That's all they care about. They keep pumping out
Trashola.
hoping that they can make a shit ton of money, and it just hasn't worked for them. So you would think that they learn, but they won't.
What's the last successful movie, not Spider-Verse, that Sony has released?
I'm sure they've had. Let me see. Sony releases.
Because I feel like they just keep dropping the ball on everything.
Yeah.
Bullet Train and Ghostbusters, both of them did less than 250 mil. Uncharted,
That wasn't bad.
that did 400 mil.
Yeah, Uncharted was good. And it's not necessarily Sony films.
Wasn't great.
It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible.
No.
I Know What You Did Last Summer just released. I highly doubt that that's making them a shit ton of money.
Probably not.
No.
They could have waited a month for that. Do it in September.
I'm waiting for. Oh, okay. 28 years later, how did that do? Because that's
That's a
Sony.
Sony flick?
Yeah, it's on their website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to
Karate
guess not that
Legends,
great
I'm sure
because
that's not good.
it didn't at least perform well in the box office because it's already available on streaming.
Sure, Caught Stealing looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's like a low budget flick though.
Oh yeah, I mean, all Karate Kid Legends, like they're
Nothing.
all
It's
they're
trash.
all right. That I mean, it's Karate Kid. Nobody wants to see that shit. I think they're probably more successful on their TV shows.
I wouldn't doubt it. Anyways,
Yeah. Anyway, we don't have to go into that tangent any further. Let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, Fantastic Four took over a 60% drop in ticket sales for. So we may be seeing that on DVD or on streaming soon.
is that larger than average for the drop?
It's not great. It's not a great look for the movie. A lot of people are saying like, "Oh, this doesn't look good for the MCU," but I mean, the reviews are great, right? It's just summertime. It's there's a couple things to attribute to other than, what MCU it's the MCU, so everybody thinks like, "Oh, this thing is going to just demolish the box office," which
Right.
they're working their way up for one, right? These ticket sales, when they drop like that for an MCU movie, it's not necessarily that the movie's bad. It's just they need to build their equity with the audience again. And that's starting to come together, right? We had Thunderbolts, did good, didn't do great, but the reviews, everybody loved it. Same with, Fantastic Four. Same with what else did they release? Oh no, it was just those two that are MCU related.
Yeah.
They're trying to compare it to Superman, which is completely different because it's James Gunn's first official film for the DCU. Everyone is excited for the DCU. It's new, it's fresh, right? Even though it's superhero, it's a fresh take on things, and people love to either love it or hate it. But either way, same thing. Fantastic Four reviews are great. I don't think it really has anything to do with the movie itself. I enjoyed it. Danny just watched it for a second time today. He sent a picture of him in theater. My brothers, they all saw it twice in theater. It was good. So if anything, it makes me more excited that we'll be able to see that from home, like at some point within the next probably month or two.
I don't maybe I would say 2. I don't think it's gonna push it that much more.
Sure. Yeah, I was pushing it for
So in comparison, for 4 big movies, so Thunderbolts had a 50. So Fantastic Four was a 66% drop. Thunderbolts was a 57% drop. So not as big as Fantastic Four, which is kind of crazy. But Thunderbolts also had a lower opening weekend.
Sure.
Superman, the DCU 2025 one, it had a 53% drop. So not unsubstantial.
Yeah, so it's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean
but it had a bigger opening
66%
weekend.
Is more.
It had a bigger opening weekend.
It had a bigger opening
than Fantastic Four.
Sure, but they still dropped pretty big.
Sure.
Probably the most comparable one, which is, I think timeline wise, because of when it was released was 2021, but this is a bad comparison and a bad look for Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
is Eternals.
Oh,
Eternals opened up with a bigger opening weekend and had a 62% second week drop. So less than the Fantastic Four drop with a bigger opening weekend.
See, but that's the thing, right?
But
so Eternals,
2021 more people went to the movies.
Correct. 2021 people. It was post-pandemic. Not even post-pandemic. It was during the
pandemic. Yeah. You had to wear masks to watch that movie, I think.
Right. And not only that, but that was still just after Endgame, right? Where the hype for for what Marvel had to, even though we had, a couple movies that was like in the first couple of films right after. So so since then, their equity with the audience has dropped drastically. So we can't even compare that, because that was still receiving some of that, the people that are hopeful, even though the last couple of wasn't actually that great. But anyway, so that's why I don't know, but and I enjoyed Eternals. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was not widely enjoyed, and I'll be honest, I don't think I'll ever watch it a second time. I've thought about it many times just to get a re-understanding of it.
Sure.
But then again, after hearing Kevin Feige's comments recently, when
Feige's been talking a lot.
Yeah, when we talked a little bit about he was doing that press run prior to Comic-Con, and some of the things that he said in there made me feel like the MCU is not as like fully well-formed timeline, big, like we used to talk about. Kevin Feige's got this whole thing on his wall and he's working towards this grand. Some of the comments that he made it seem like, they were at some points just making movies to make them, like, and they don't have any plans of tying that shit into a future thing.
Yeah,
like the most thing that we got out of was the Eternals, right? Where we got the Tuck coming out of the middle of the earth,
Celestial coming out of
yeah. That was from Eternals, right?
That was from Eternals.
That's
correct.
The only thing that has carried on from that movie, and probably ever will. I think he made a comment that he doesn't expect. He's like, maybe those people will come back in another movie, but I don't think he expects them to ever return. He made a comment about Oscar Isaac, like, oh yeah, Oscar Isaac wants to play Not White Lion, Moon Knight. Sure, let's make the freaking show. Like, it has nothing to do with nothing, and we'll probably never. And I enjoyed Moon Knight, but goddamn, man, you telling me that all that time I invested into Moon Knight, 6
Mhm.
episodes,
All 6 episodes.
5.5 hours of my day and life is worthless?
Yeah.
Nah, that's whack.
Danny says he thinks Feige is moving on soon. Maybe Star Wars?
I don't know. Didn't he just re-sign a contract or something though?
Possibly, but I'm sure it's
Or
not.
he's renegotiated, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
Anyways.
here's the thing, right? So yeah, they got to a point where they were just doing a lot, and they just wanted to, release as much content as possible. And no, they weren't. They obviously weren't paying attention. So it is what it is, man. And now they're pulling back the reins a little bit, and we got to do what we got to do. Let's see. Oh man, we can't be reading essays during the the pod, bro. Your face just went straight. Let me read this entire thing.
So Dark Sage is talking. He's concerned about this movie, some World War II movie coming out soon called Pressure, about former President Dwight Eisenhower, and he doesn't think that Hollywood would show how terrible Dwight Eisenhower was. I don't know. I kind of think that they would. I think that's kind of their motive,
nowadays,
that's totally their thing right now. Is toxic masculinity and white man bad. That's kind of popular in Hollywood apparently nowadays. So I don't know. They might let that slide. Maybe not all the way, but then again, you never know. Trump could shut down the studio if you feel some kind of way.
Sure. I mean, I mean, right now it's very. They could go that way. Some studios aren't that bold, but I think a lot of folks are pretty bold nowadays when it comes to those. I think mainly it really comes down to what studio is taking on a movie like that. That's
a fact.
If it's a smaller studio, I think they would be the ones who would be bold enough to say, to put out a movie like that, because they don't have the bigger folks, trying to kind of pulling the strings. The bigger studios would not, because they have a lot more to lose when it comes to, investing, investors and things of that sort. They have a lot of people that just want the money to keep coming in that, and they just don't want controversy.
I don't feel like an A24 type studio would be.
Not necessarily A24, but there's smaller ones.
Let's see. It's a working title film, and Studio Canal. I think, Brendan Fraser as Eisenhower. That looks dope. All right.
You know what? If it's Brendan Fraser, all right, I'll take that. You want to pull up a trailer? They have a trailer,
it's still in pre-production.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn I thought I saw something with Brendan Fraser earlier and thought maybe it was connected.
No, he's got a Rental Family is the thing that I seen him coming out in soon. But I seen the thumbnail for his new movie, and I added it to a queue on YouTube, and for some reason when I went to watch that queue, it got cleared out. But
sure.
Dwight Eisenhower Soldier Boy hybrid movie. I'm not with that too.
That would be dope.
As long as it's in the boys universe.
That would be fine.
You throw in a little Rick and Morty style soldier, and we got a movie right there.
So you were talking about how Kevin Feige came out and was just kind of nonchalantly saying, "Yo, we're just kind of putting stuff out, like, and just it is what it is," right? Very nonchalantly. He recently was just quoted saying that, Brave New World, he pretty much blames the fact that they replaced Chris Evans as Captain America, and that's the reason why it bombed so much.
That was not his decision.
And that's one of the arguments that I keep hearing, right? He's going on this interview spree where he's kind of just saying like, they were making these types of decisions. What they were doing was that, and he keeps saying they and them, and it's like, but ain't you the boss? Like, didn't you have to sign off on that?
Huh.
So, but in this case, he's blaming the audience. He's saying that the only reason why it failed was because Chris Evans was replaced. And, for this Captain America, it had nothing to do with the fact that the script was terrible, right? The script, This movie was filmed during that time where he admittedly said they were just putting out content. And they knew it sucked because they went full steam ahead with promoting Red Hulk when Red Hulk was supposed to be the surprise at the end of the movie, because literally it didn't come out the entire movie. But we saw that in all the trailers because they knew that would bring people into the seats. And the only real purpose for Captain, at least from what I saw, I didn't hate the movie, but I knew I knew when it was made, and I knew it wasn't going to be the greatest, and I knew what service it had, and pretty much they introduced adamantium, and they finally brought up the Celestial coming out of the fucking ocean, because that was one of the biggest criticisms, is like this being just starts coming out of the ground and no one says anything, like no one has acknowledged this.
Yeah.
It was finally acknowledged. And those were the only real things that I felt,
And then he's trying to be like, those are the only parts I had to do with.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, it wasn't
Kevin.
because the script sucked. Script was great. It was, it was because Chris Evans was replaced. That's why the audience wasn't. No. Nope. It's because
maybe he's trying to pander to like a MAGA crowd or something.
He what?
He's trying to pander to a MAGA crowd, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know what his thing was. I mean, some of that is true. But if they made a good script, like some of it is true, like people do. I don't think it's necessarily because we got a black Captain America. I'm sure that had to do with a few people's opinions. But you know what? If you gave us a black Captain America with a good script and the movie was amazing, none of that would have mattered.
I don't know, man.
I wasn't a fan from the beginning.
I don't know. People were talking shit about Superman, which I thought had a great script, and this go woke, grow broke bullshit.
I'm just not an Anthony Mackie fan. So
agreed. Some reason you like Twisted Metal, but
yes, yeah. That and I when I started Twisted Metal, the first season, I was like,
can't get past him.
Don't know why. But I'm gonna give this a shot just because it's Twisted Metal. Used to like the game, but I actually like him in this. Maybe it's because it's like a comedic.
Because it's so cheesy.
It's cheesy on purpose.
On purpose, yeah.
It's cheesy on purpose. He's silly in it. He's not, that's one of the things with Anthony Mackie, right? Like you can't take Clarence
seriously
from 8 Mile that seriously, right? So so I guess because he doesn't take himself seriously in this show, that adds to it. And then it's fucking silly as hell. So I really enjoyed it.
Fair.
Yeah. Let's see. So what else do I have?
Danny said he wasn't the biggest fan of the that last Cap film, but he did learn that Sam is very capable as Cap moving forward.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I mean, he's still not super powerful.
I was talking to Prince about it because Prince was saying that it was just straight up trash.
Serum. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but he should have took the serum.
Yeah, he should have took the serum. Even in the movie, he said it. He was like, "I should have taken the damn serum." He was getting his ass beat. It's
Word.
just not believable the hits that he was taking. I don't give a shit what kind of armor he has. Even Black Panther had.
Hold on. Don't try to give me no logic on a comic book movie, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not. It doesn't take me out of it, but I'm just saying, like, I think that's why a lot of people are talking shit too, because even in Black Panther, like he ate the flower that gave him, increased, strength and all of this. Like that's always a part of it, and that's part of the story. He's just a soldier, that's taken massive hits from a Hulk. So it's kind of that's where it's like take the super soldier serum, because that's the realistic take. So
that's kind of my view on all of this shit. I get it that we're watching a superhero universe, but some of it has to be a little believable. I mean, come on. You really think all of the people on planet Earth are going to get together and just start building these fucking structures to transport us to a whole different pocket universe? Nobody gives a fuck that we're moving the planet to another universe. There wasn't a UN council to discuss this or nothing. Everybody's like, Celestials coming to eat the planet. So whatever Mr. Reed comes up with, we're doing.
In 1960, absolutely, they would believe it.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is so just to kind of isn't the like the just time wise, right? The people that believed Orson Welles' story of aliens taking over Earth over the radio,
I've heard that's exaggerated. I've heard that's a little exaggerated as far as how many people were really bamboozled by the Orson Welles reading of H.G. Wells' story.
But,
I also always not super tangent. Sorry, had a little bit of wine. I thought it was always funny that Orson Welles read H.G. Wells and they're not related.
Yeah, that's a real actual nerd take there.
All right, let's get back to casual.
No, but since we're talking about Orson Welles.
Oh boy, we're gonna lose them. We're starting to lose them.
No. War of the Worlds. Actually, that was the story that he was reading.
Right. Yeah.
So apparently, War of the Worlds dropped on Prime,
and it's like Ice Cube, right?
With Ice Cube, and it dropped with a 0% Rotten Tomatoes score.
Oh my god! I've heard it's like I haven't seen a single episode or even a trailer, but it's like a weird thing where he's chatting with someone on the internet and it's mostly like first person camera of him looking at a computer screen.
Yes.
Who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
Who knows? I don't know. But it
Maybe
did
during the pandemic,
I saw that. I was like, oh, War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube. Yeah, I'm good on that. And that's my twin. Let's see. Danny said, honestly, Reed about to move the planet is about the grandest thing I've seen in all of the MCU, and that includes the snap. I was so impressed by that. I agree. And in 1960, you'll be able to talk some people into, if you are like legit the smartest person in the world, there are no other superheroes, right? You are the 4 most popular super powered individuals, and he goes, we're going to move the planet to another solar system that's similar to ours, and we will be safe there. And go, well, Johnny, let's get to cracking.
You're probably right. We gotta do it for the good.
We gotta do it for the good of the planet, because what else are we gonna do, just sit here and die?
I mean, an American said it. It's got to be true.
If an American said it, it's got to be true. And then the Chinese were on the other end of the of the earth. Like, if an American says it, it's got to be true. Because they had to be in on it too. Like, literally everyone agreed with Reed Richards. Anyway, Yeah, and it's not spoiler alert. Sorry for those who haven't seen it. You should probably, go watch it and give some money to this box office because they need it. Let's see. And last thing on MCU, Kevin Feige, he promised that the X-Men will be completely different from the Fox universe, which is no surprise. We knew this. He said he specifically wants to embrace that which was not embraced 25 years ago when he was around on those early X-Men movie sets, which is the comic accurate looks. So he pretty much just confirmed that that's what he wants to do. And it's been obvious, right? We saw Beast with the comic accuracy, with the comic accurate look. We saw Gambit and Deadpool Wolverine with the comic accurate look. I think that's been evident for quite some time that's what people want. So we're finally going to get it.
All right.
His Reed's Puerto Rican. I mean, he's smart. So yeah, he is.
He's from Chile.
He's from Chile.
He be Chilean.
You are a nerd. All right, so this is the last thing that I wanted to kind of get in on this conversation that I kind of alluded to earlier, and it's mainly because I generally watch Jeff Snyder on the Hot Mic, and he has this hatred for James Gunn. Like, he just went off on this latest episode that went live earlier today, because he thinks that James Gunn is just like some arrogant asshole. His biggest argument, and this is the biggest thing that they hold on to, they are two dudes who are like probably late 40s, early 50s. So there's some, older dudes that are from the industry, have worked as journalists through, within Hollywood. And that's one of his biggest things. He can't stand the fact that James Gunn doesn't actually, he claims that for Superman's press run, he didn't bring through any credible journalists. He pretty much just used influencers, right? And that's been the thing. Got a lot of influencers from social media who have no background in giving these types of interviews, mainly because they were going to give good reviews. They were going to speak highly of it, and there was going to be little to no controversy. Now, this is what he's saying as a man who is jaded by one, he's from the industry, he's older, right? And he's probably stuck in his old fucking ways. But do we need to speak to the actual journalists? Like, is that a necessary thing now in this day and age? Because that's another criticism that he had. One is that, and two is that James Gunn, he feels, needs to shut up and stop talking to people on social media.
We briefly touched on that last week.
Yeah.
I'll address the first one.
Sure.
I don't know how. I mean, obviously, it's not a biopic, but we've talked about how there is some level of credence to what we see in the Seth Rogen show, The Studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where this dude thinks that James Gunn controls marketing and the people that he's interviewing with, right? Like, marketing handles that. Marketing is the one that's setting up the interviews. If they didn't set up any interviews with traditional critical sources and journalists, that was the plan all along, right? And I'm sure he, as a studio head, has to agree to it, but at the end of the day, he's like only the head of DC Studios, and there's still the Warner Brothers people above them that pay all of their budgets, and so yeah, it's tough, like, because you asked kind of a two-part question. Do they still need to interview traditional media sources? I do think that yeah, there's definitely something there. Um, you should, uh, but it doesn't need to be the only. I think if anything, you expand who you're speaking to, right? Because there is an audience of influencers, podcasters, and this, kind of subgenre or counterculture genre of folks that are exposing your brand and
Mhm.
exposing your movie to new people. Or maybe you feel like you're talking directly to your audience more than
I
when
think
you
that's
talk
it.
through these other channels. And that makes sense. But I also don't think you ignore the traditional channels. I mean,
I don't think
I
they're as
obviously have
important as they should. They used to be.
they're not important though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I
no,
think
for
that
sure.
that's, if you ignore them or completely skip over meeting with the main, then it does imply that you have something to hide. I mean, if you look at the only tangent that I have to this, or not a tangent, but rather comparison that I have to this, an analog, is to the most recent presidential race, all right, where you have someone who did get popular and ignored traditional media, only did these subculture types of interviews and got something out of it, and then someone else who ignored most of that podcast influencer stuff, unless it was perfectly vetted for her, right? And only sat with a very few amount of those influencers and like giant influencers like Oprah,
Sure.
but really relied mostly on traditional media and flopped and failed. Um, and so there's something to both,
Hmm.
but I don't, the implication that, Trumpito only met with these, less powerful people that happen to be influencers, but are also like, holy shit, I can't believe I have this dude on my show, is
Yeah,
that they don't push as hard against them when he says shit, because they're more impressed that they even got the opportunity to interview them. And I feel like that could be looked at the same way. So I get his point, is like, if you only interview with, comicbook.com and people less than that,
hmm,
um, and you ignore the big, Chicago
Entertainment
Sun and
Weekly, and
Variety and Entertainment Weeklies, it makes it feel like you're afraid of those folks, that you got something to hide. There's some weakness in your script or your movie, and that's why you're going with the smaller groups. So I think it needs, here goes Johnny again, needs to be balanced. Like, you need a bit of both,
sure,
and maybe you have more of the other groups, because that is what's up and coming. Like you said, it exposes you to new audiences. You talk directly to your fans, but you also want to give traditional media the opportunity, and you're not going to kick them off of the White House plane the way that other folks are doing, right? Like,
sure.
let them rock. You're not afraid, but
But
also I got to give
see,
opportunity to new folks.
while yeah, I agree with the things that you said, but I kind of feel like, um, while there is an importance there, I do agree that to some degree, you have to still go around the old channels, but the how angry he was about it and stuff like that, I think it's just, um, it makes me feel like, is it actually that necessary? Like, going on a press run and talking to people on social media and answering questions randomly, and going on that press run where, yeah, maybe you are talking to a bunch of influencers. You brought up some good points, but also I think he is directly speaking to the audience and answering those questions. Like we get excited when, when we see someone Ruben. Ruben had James Gunn answer one of his questions, and and we've said it mad times, like, yo, I kind of like when he's like talking to people and he answers these questions. We're like, nah, like that's not true, or So I think that he is one of the people who are on the forefront of what the next level of that marketing is going to be in the future as social media gets bigger. Yes, you definitely need to pay attention to the older ones, but I think he's onto something when it comes more to engaging directly with the audience a little bit more and caring in that sense, like, because these people, because this younger generation, they may not necessarily follow Entertainment Weekly like we do. We follow Entertainment Weekly, Variety, Complex, like whatever, those types of places where normally you would get this, these interviews and this thing. But a lot of the younger folks, they could care less about that. And then they'll see someone like, sorry, just because it's for lack of a better person to pick up, but like Adrian Ross or maybe a Kai Cenat or something like that, and even smaller than that, right? Those but those are some good examples of the people that this younger generation, they follow them, and seeing them with interviewing these people, and they're hyped for it too. Like that is that next generation. So I don't know. I don't think it's as important as it was before to make sure that you are speaking to only major publications.
No, and that's why I said you got to do both, right? Because you're right. The younger demographic, let's say 35 and under, are probably spending more time talking and listening to those influencer voices. That's who you want to go to your show. Also, those are the people that spend the least amount of money. So that's why you shouldn't ignore the EWs and the Varieties and the other, major voices, because the people that watch those right now are currently the people with money that go to the theater and don't try to bootleg it as much and don't try to, you know what I mean? And so like I said, you got to do both. In my opinion, because you don't want to alienate an entire group just because, I don't fucking listen to Adrian Ross. I would.
Right.
James Gunn how many interviews did he do, and how many was I aware of?
Right.
Right. Like,
yeah.
I didn't see him on Call Her Daddy or whatever the fuck other shows he was on. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
and so
I think it was more of the TikTok folks. I saw a lot of those people, not necessarily Adrian Ross. He was just the first person I could think of. But
whoever it is.
Straw Hat Goofy, I saw.
Didn't see him on any of these places. You know what I mean? I don't spend my time on TikTok.
Yeah.
I would have absolutely seen, quotes and more of his interview stuff from, probably for me, Variety above anyone. But the Siskel and Eberts and the Entertainment Weeklies and the who?
I said you're showing your age there.
I mean, obviously Siskel and Ebert themselves are both dead. But
I think only one
is Siskel and Ebert.com is or no, it's not Siskel and Ebert.
Siskel and Roper.
Siskel and Roper. Yeah. That's still the website, I believe. But either way, right? Like, those are the traditionals. And you gotta still throw them a bone.
Right.
You can't ignore them if you want people to if you want your movie to, you know, blow past 500 million on the first 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. Let me see. Oh, they both did die. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. That's why I said you were showing your age.
Yeah. No, Ebert died a long time ago.
99 and then
Siskel and Roper. Yeah.
Roper
For a
died
while.
for-
But
anyway,
Siskel died probably right before the
2013.
pandemic.
2013.
2013?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, shit. That was over 10 years ago. Goddamn.
Right.
But it's still siskelandroper.com. Like
It is, yeah, siskelandroper.com. Yep. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean that was all of the discussions that I really had. I thought that was that would have been a good conversation, which it was. So
yeah, for sure.
anything anything new that you fucking with?
Ooh, no, I don't think so. I'm trying to finish up the Day of the Jack. Oh, should I say fucking with though? It's tough to say. I don't know. I'm only one episode into Chief of War.
I'm too.
Looks really good, but that first episode was all in the native Hawaiian tongue, and it's not like it was good. It's just for any foreign movie that's only in foreign language, for 80% plus of the movie or show rather, it takes a little getting used to before you get there.
Let
Right?
me tell you,
I'm trying to bring it to I'm trying to go into and looking at it from a Shogun perspective or a Squid Games
Shogun
perspective, right?
Had a with Shogun, there was a balance, right? Because some folks spoke English, some folks spoke Japanese.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Mainly Japanese. You're right about that.
Maybe
and then
more Squid Games, but Squid Games just caught you with more excitement.
Yeah, episode 2 has more action.
Okay. And episode 1 had a decent amount of action. There was some good war, but there was just a lot of dialogue, and you're like,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, when you weren't expecting that, because like when you watch Squid Game, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
And so when you weren't expecting that, and I noticed it, and it finally like clicked, I'm like, wait, this whole thing is in their native tongue.
Yeah, I was like, I could have swore I heard him talking in English in the trailer at least some point.
maybe. But yeah, no, it's good. So I'm also,
it's a good for me show. If anything, it helps me out because then Joyce is out of the picture. She's not going to watch it, and I could just watch as soon as it releases, and don't got to make time for it.
Yeah, right. Also, is that the only one you were messing with?
I think that's the only new one. I mean, I'm still trying to. I have last episode of The Day of the Jackal.
I'm still trying to start that one.
Yeah, I hear it's going to be on a Plex. I don't know.
One would hope, but I heard
yeah.
there's some complications with that. Yeah, so I am fucking with Chief of War, and I am also fucking with Twisted Metal. Season 2 drops.
Twisted Metal, yeah,
and it is. I don't know. I really enjoy the silliness of it, I guess. So, and especially because I am not an Anthony Mackie fan, so when I went into it, my expectations were in the gutter, and it really surprised me how much I enjoyed it. So, so that is a guilty pleasure of mine right now. And because it's a just me show, I can catch up with it whenever I have time.
It's the best.
So good. I think those are the only 2 that we are currently messing with, hopefully. And the same ones. I'm still messing with Dexter, and so yeah. That's all I have. Is there anything that you wanted to add to this stellar conversation, my friend?
No, I'll miss you guys next week.
Yeah, next week. There may not be let's just say no. There won't be another show for next week. But if I can pull a rabbit out of a hat, then then maybe we'll have something fun in store for another episode. That will still be Johnny list because he's out enjoying life and Bad Bunny. Right. Yeah. So, but anyway, since we have nothing else, that's Danny's favorite song, by the way. So enjoy that song, Danny. Guys, thank you for tuning into this episode, episode 264. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button, follow us. Remember to catch us live every Tuesday at about nowadays about 10ish on TikTok and YouTube. That's generally when we go live. So if you want to be a part of the show, you want to interact with us and talk some smack, then please tune in every Tuesday at about 10 o'clock. And if you hit that subscribe, you get that email saying, yo, they just went live. So more reason. And other than that, listen, however it is that you get, that you listen to us. So peace. We'll catch you in 2 weeks.